Remember, if he were here, you could instant message him. At AOL users, all AOL users can instant message us at ImusWFAN.com. How about spending a night in comfort and elegance in one of the spacious suites at Midtown Manhattan's luxury suite hotel, the Riga Royal? Broadway Theaters, Carnegie Hall, Central Park, just steps away. Plush surroundings and fantastic service make it a special treat. A living room, separate bedroom, oversized marble bathroom, all standard at the Riga Royal. WFAN folks like Bernard, Mary Kenny, Mike Francesa have all stayed there. This summer, the Riga Royal's introducing the Bowflex Health and Fitness Suites, equipped with everything you need to keep fit while you're away. A Bowflex strength training machine, exercise accessories, videos, magazines, everything. Imagine a minibar stocked with delicious but sensible snacks. I'm trying to. You can even arrange for personal training or massage, all without leaving your suite. Try the Bowflex Health and Fitness Suites at a special rate. You can call them 866-736-8800 to find out more. That's 866-736-8800 for the rate at the Riga Royal's Bowflex and Fitness Suites. Speaking of health, these days mosquitoes are more than just a nuisance. They're also a health hazard. Hear the warnings about West Nile all the time. We're talking about them this morning, in fact. The Sonic Web Biting Insect Control by Applica is the most effective insect control device available, guaranteed. The Sonic Web device uses its revolutionary patented Sonic Heartbeat Lure, which mimics the sound of a heartbeat, lures these suckers in, plus 3 other attractants to draw in and eliminate mosquitoes. Other biting insects, in fact. The Sonic Web attracts the pests with its patented sonic technology and eliminates them using a sophisticated web trap adhesive. The Sonic Web lets you reclaim your backyard without exposing your kids and pets to dangerous pesticides. There's no propane tank to fill and refill. The low-frequency heartbeat is virtually inaudible to humans and pets, but mosquitoes can hear it and they can't resist it. It protects in all directions up to a full acre. Sonic Web has a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. For the Sonic Web, call 1-800-390-8166. 1-800-390-8166. It's also available at Sears and Fortunoff, or you can click the Sonic Web banner on WFAN.com to learn more about it. Remember, 1-800-390-8166 to order right now.
Good morning, I'm Lori McNichol for the Warnock Automotive Group Fan Highway Patrol. Take a look at the New Jersey Turnpike. The northbound side's barely moving near Interchange 13, the Goethals Bridge. It's due to an accident involving 2 trucks and a van. Only Lori McNichol for the Warnock Automotive Group Fan Highway Patrol.
Right.
Imus in the morning, 2020 sports.
Oh, God.
Look, there. Is it a skunk, a thief, a common gutter-crawling child toucher? No, it's all 3. It's Sid. Hey, baby, my fly's open. Rosenberg.
Well, further proof, when I was telling Imus last week that New Mexico is not a state, I proved my point today.
What?
Tonight, at the Continental Airlines Arena in the great state of New Jersey, the greatest performer in the history of this country, one Bruce Arthur Springsteen, will take the stage.
Stop it.
The beginning of a tour that includes a date also, gentlemen, Sunday night at Madison Square Garden. And I was just looking down the list of tour dates. Yeah, take it easy, Bernie, will you? Continental, I see D.C., I see Cleveland, I see Michigan, I see Vegas, I see Oregon, I see Tacoma, Washington, L.A.
I hear crickets.
Yeah. Where's New Mexico? Where? Philly, Buffalo, St. Paul? Nowhere in sight.
Well,
losers in the country.
you may have a point.
So that means New Mexico's not a state.
That's correct. If Bruce Springsteen is not performing...
That makes sense.
That doesn't make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. The logic is it's flawless.
Impeccable.
Yeah. If Bruce Springsteen is not performing in your state, truth of the matter is, you shouldn't be a state in this country.
Secede.
Am I right?
No, you're not, right? You're a moron.
Any of you guys going to the concert tonight?
No.
Please.
Any of the concerts? You going to the Garden?
No.
No. I want to go. I wasn't able to get tickets. I'm going to beg Dog later on today to help me out.
Couldn't get any mescaline. It's the only way to go to a concert.
You don't need that for Springsteen's concerts.
Oh, please.
You know,
You need cocaine to stay awake.
No, you
need a Walkman.
Let me tell you something right now about Springsteen,
wake
okay?
the hell up, will you?
That show starts at 8 o'clock, all right? At 8 o'clock. And at 12 o'clock, when he's still belting out Sherry Darling 4 hours later. Not like some of these other wimp bands you go see after an hour and a half, the show is over.
How many times do you have to hear that?
You know, plus you're not 22 anymore, for
Who's
God's
that?
sakes.
What does that mean? That means it's all over? That means you just hang it up because you're not 22 anymore?
Springsteen.
God.
Let me ask you one question in all honesty.
What?
Forget about the Flatlanders.
What do you need, 20, 40, what?
Give me one band you would go see right now If you want to make fun of Springsteen, that's fine.
All right.
Charles, you give me one.
All right, I'll give you a band.
Go ahead.
The Flatlanders.
Oh, please. God, no. Imus isn't even here.
I know. I can't. You know what? You know what? It's so ingrained in me, I can't help it.
Because you're brainwashed. He was successful with you. You got one band, Bernie, you would go see that now that you're killing Springsteen? Give me one band you would go see.
I'd go see Guns N' Roses, AC/DC.
And those guys, and that's better than Springsteen. You were making fun of Springsteen's voice, but Axl Rose...
A zillion times cooler.
Oh, come on.
Go see George Shearing in an instant.
Who?
Oscar Peterson.
You don't want to hear something? I think
I think we're going to have to beat Charles up.
No, wait a second.
Kick his ass.
We have to
just in an instant.
I cannot beat Charles up.
Go see Chick Corea.
Chick Corea, I know. Now, I think I've actually seen George Shearing. I'm going to describe him to you.
Go see Dr. Billy Preston.
Sid, you hold Charles. I'll pull the gerbil out of his butt.
Wait a second. Is George Shearing a blind old guy who plays the piano?
Yes, an elegant, brilliant, gifted, innovative pianist.
I saw him once at my father. It was the longest 2 hours of my life.
Oh, stop it.
Oh,
Well, you're not into jazz piano.
I love jazz. Oingo Boingo?
Oingo Boingo?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Chick Corea?
Well, yes.
Maynard Ferguson?
Yes.
But not George Shearer. He's,
No, you're just wrong.
He's another guy that died like 10
years.
years ago, but no one's told him.
What can I tell you? You're just wrong. You're wrong.
Louis Armstrong?
Louis Armstrong, there you go. All right, let's talk about auto racing here for a second. Tony Stewart, this guy finds trouble all over the place. Fined $10,000. Here's what happens. After Sunday's Brickyard 400, where Tony Stewart finished 12th, Gary Mook, a freelance photographer for the Indianapolis Star, tried to take pictures of Stewart after the race, so Stewart punched him. Yeah. So Tony,
learn him.
yeah, that's it.
Right.
Came in 12th, tried to take pictures. Stewart punched him in the face. It's a $10,000 fine.
No pictures.
Yeah, that's the second time, by the way, that Tony Stewart got fined for this. So it seems to be he's the bad boy on the NASCAR circuit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's the John Rocker of NASCAR.
Well, he just punched him. He didn't call him a fruitcake. Totally different story. That was a good story, though, with John Rocco this morning. How he was in that Dallas restaurant. And
Yep.
He's in a restaurant that is frequented by homosexuals, and he called a couple of the patrons that night fruitcakes.
Yeah.
And he's in trouble for that one. Although it doesn't really matter at this point what John Rocker says. It's just...
And the waiters backed them up, of course, probably being fruitcakes themselves. Backed up the fruitcakes. Well, who cares what a C-list substitute pitcher, what he says? Who cares what he says?
Well, you're right.
Why does that make big news?
No, you're right.
National news?
You should dismiss it.
Yeah.
And dismiss John Rocket. But it doesn't because, the name is in the minute it conjures up something the minute you
Absolutely.
say John Rocker.
And,
so.
when he made those initial comments, John Rocker was part of an Atlanta Brave baseball team. He was an integral part of that team's success. He hasn't
Certainly
always
was.
been a C-list pitcher, which, you're right, Bernie, he is
Didn't
now.
Allen Iverson have a record out that was, racist, misogynist, anti-Semitic
Yes.
or something?
They had all that, yeah.
Yes.
And what? So he's a bad boy. Rocker's a bigot, but he's a bad boy who gets Nike contracts, and Rocker's an outcast.
Well, what are you trying to say?
I'm searching.
There's-
I'm searching.
There's some inconsistency.
Well,
here.
because,
I'm wondering.
why?
Exactly
Because you're
what's
saying
going on.
Iverson's a black man?
I don't know. I'm actually searching, Sid. I was hoping you could provide us with the answer.
Right.
Figure it out.
I don't know. I
Being
mean,
the sage, the sports sage that you are.
there may be some validity to what you're saying, Bernie.
Bad
Let's put
boy
it that
versus
way.
bigot.
Well, there may be some validity to that. There is. Look, it's always wrong no matter who says it, but
We're
it
going to have to
seems
hold
like...
you down and pull the gerbil out of your butt. There may be some validity.
Well, what do you
to
want me to say? All right, he got right. Rocker got
Hey.
screwed. What do you want me to tell you? He called a bunch of people on the 7 train a bunch of bags.
So what?
What am I supposed to say? Way to go, baby. We love you.
No, of course not.
No. But you're right. He hasn't been. You're right. He doesn't make money off of it, like Allen has.
Well, he doesn't.
What did I
People
call?
don't embrace him.
What did I call Allen a couple of weeks ago on the air? I called him a punk. Right?
Yeah.
Pretty strong word.
Pretty strong word.
How about your boy Mike Tyson,
What about him?
whose butt you kiss left and right?
Because he's misunderstood. It's a totally different story.
Oh, get out.
He's misunderstood.
How is he misunderstood? What is there to
waving around
misunderstand about waving a butcher knife around in a kitchen, for crying out loud, demanding your dadgum peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Threatening female reporters.
He was hungry. Charles, you ever get hungry?
Well, yeah, of course.
So?
But I can control myself until I can get something to, sate my hunger in some way.
Well, I just think that the story, there probably was never a knife. It was probably all exaggerated. You know that. No, knowing Mike Tyson, you're not.
This was the story in
probably a
Russian
mach-
Malloy in the Daily News. this
Right,
morning
exactly, yeah.
of misbehavior by Mr. Tyson.
Yeah, it's not like people don't jump all over Mike Tyson. Just look, he's an easy target. Wouldn't you admit that?
Well, he makes himself an easy
why?
target. doesn't he?
Why?
You would think he was a convicted rapist or something. Lay off the guy.
I'll end it with this. Mike Tyson, misunderstood.
Go listen to Chick Corea.
Sid Rosenberg,
Get out.
idiot.
You're cheering?
Do you have thinning hair? I bet you hate it, don't you? I know.
The morning news time is now 11 minutes after the hour.
Well, now more news. Sid apparently has noticed a pattern
Yes.
in the people who have not been invited to Lori's wedding.
Yes, a disturbing pattern, if you will, I meant.
And?
One Eric Spitz, one Sid Rosenberg.
Well, no, Eric Spitz has been invited.
Not originally.
What?
Not originally.
But he's invited now.
What do you mean?
But he was not on the original invitations. What does that tell you? No Spitz, no Rosenberg.
What? What are you trying to imply?
What are you saying?
Were the Jewish guys at the affair, I meant?
What?
Were the Jewish guys at the affair?
I don't know.
Wait, doesn't Lori have a little bit of Jew in her?
Yeah.
Isn't she half Jewish?
Lori's half Jewish.
She may have had a little Jew in her about 15 years ago, but that's besides the fact.
Oh, Sid.
You really are just...
God
From
almighty.
3-point range, Sid. Oh, man.
I mean, that was great.
Not what the I-Man had in mind.
Oh, Sid, a terrible night from the floor. Why would he foul in that situation, John?
What?
Why would he bring that joke up that makes no sense?
Really, you're an idiot, Sid.
You smiled, I mean, I did catch it.
You're
I did,
lost.
I saw
That,
it.
that doesn't hold any water.
So you're charging anti-Semitism?
No, I'm just saying, there's not that many Jewish guys invited to the wedding.
Well, she's marrying, a guy from maybe Al-Qaeda.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Man, a shoe bomber. Yusef Habib. Hello?
His name is Joe.
I didn't see a lot of Irish guys at your wedding.
I mean, they got tin cans tied behind a camel, right, Chuck? Hello?
So
Do you think Carlin will be able to get Ty Law?
No.
Lori Malloy?
No, I think I'll get one of them. Tom Brady
I
or
know.
Drew Bledsoe. Yeah.
I know.
I'll give Colin credit for this, and that is that when you ask him to take care of a task, he usually gets it done.
Or he does.
And he's very excited about the appearances on your program.
Right.
So I think he will get it done for you. Yeah.
Right.
You see, I don't have to go to the lower extreme here and start to make fun of him or kill him
Right.
or to the fat jokes. I don't have to do that. Kid
Right.
comes on, does a halfway decent job. Certainly not half as good as you guys make it out to be, but in the end, he's done some nice work.
Yeah.
And he's probably looking forward to getting on tomorrow. He'll have one of those guys for you. I make the prediction right now, like a Buddhist picked the Patriots to win the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
that Colin will get one of those guys for you.
Well,
You don't seem all that confident for a guy
No.
that you love this guy.
well.
You love him.
Yeah.
So why aren't you so confident about Colin getting
Well,
it?
I don't know. We're just saying. See what happens.
It will be for the Imus in the morning show.
Of
These
course.
guys are going to do it.
Yeah.
Only for Imus.
Yeah.
It's not for anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't start again, Sid, please.
Boy, really, you're making us sick.
You're okay to this point. Just
Yeah,
now.
just
Come
now.
on.
I don't want to head to the
That's
bathroom
Don't
after the
repulse
show.
us.
Kidding.
Mike Tyson.
Do you have a sports report?
Yes, I do.
Well, let me hear that.
Just because Mike Tyson got his license, well, it didn't get revoked, but they didn't issue him a license in Vegas yesterday,
Yeah.
doesn't mean, that fight may not go off.
Right.
That fight may still happen. In fact, there's no reason why it can't happen in another state in the country. Now, odds are it won't because I'll probably go along with what the Vegas ruling was, but how great would it be to have Tyson fight Lewis at Madison Square Garden? How great would that be?
Why would it be great?
What do you mean why that'd be great? Think of the money that will come into the city for a Lewis Tyson fight.
No, we gotta-
Millions of dollars.
We got enough rapists running
Oh,
around Madison
come
Square
on.
Garden.
Running around
We don't
loose
need
as
one
it is.
more.
Think about all the Asian guys that will come to town and go to a boot shop and buy his shirts. Right? Imus, you would go to the fight if it was at Madison Square Garden. Would you admit that at least? If I got you a ticket at the Garden to see
Oh,
Lewis
shut
Tyson,
up.
you wouldn't go.
No.
If I got you courtside seats right there in front of Lewis and Tyson, you wouldn't go.
No.
I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
How about ringside?
What did I
No.
say?
Courtside.
Courtside. But that's okay, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sid,
Maybe go to a basketball game.
I know what he meant.
having all kinds of problems from the field, Rosenberg. A dismal night.
Knicks, by the way, won their fourth straight last night, man.
Oh, great.
They beat the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that'll do it.
Who you actually saw on Sunday beat the Los Angeles Lakers.
Sure.
So you got to give the Knicks a lot of credit today because we just killed them last Monday when they lost by 43 at home to the Charlotte Hornets.
Right,
The Knicks have
right.
become the sweetheart team, the darling team of the I-Man show now.
Oh, get a grip.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
We can't even report on the Rangers and Islanders playing tonight because nobody cares about hockey.
Nobody.
And Tom Brady's going to start a quarterback for the Patriots. You've heard Francesa say it. You've heard Colin say it. Now take it from the man who knows, the one guy that does know, and that's me. And by the way, The reason why
How would you know?
I have my sources, I mean. Just because I'm up here doesn't mean there aren't people in New Orleans giving me information day by day. I know what's going on.
Happy birthday to Jody McDonald today, right?
Is that true?
Yeah, your partner's birthday.
You didn't know that?
The guy you work with.
Your partner.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
We all know that.
Today's Jody's birthday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get him a shirt.
Happy birthday to Jody McDonald.
Well, happy birthday. I mean, I didn't know that. Now I have to give him one of those shirts you gave me.
That's right.
I got a bag of shirts from Joe Abboud. I got a present for him. Perfect.
Yeah,
How'd you know it was his
gifted
birthday?
it for you.
What?
How'd you know it was his birthday?
My job to know it's his birthday.
It's your job to know Jody McDonald's
Well,
birthday?
to know what's going on with the staff.
Yeah.
What's
You ain't so
happening.
self-absorbed. You would have known.
Well,
too.
I had no
Too
idea.
busy stabbing people in the back. of the
That's not true now.
Reading emails
That's
about
not true.
yourself.
You stabbed Eric Spitz in the back.
Well, he deserved it.
No,
'Cause
Eric didn't do anything,
As-
nor did Eddie.
I'm
Stabbed
as you
Warner,
found out.
Garland,
Warner.
Spitz.
Warner came after me.
Not
That's
Jody.
not true.
How did Warner
Susan
come after
Waldman.
you?
Oh, I'm not going to go over this again. You heard the audio tape. The man said the man cursed me 9 times in a expletive-ridden 43-second piece where he kept coming after me.
Right.
You know, yesterday when I came back in here after the calling piece, he tried to stop me from coming in again.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Well,
did.
he was kidding.
I don't know if he was, man.
You're starting trouble.
I'm
Your
not sure
stupid
he
split
was.
Mackenzie head out when Warner's doing his cast.
It's uglier than you think. I mean, it's ugly.
Hey, do me a favor. You stay out of that studio.
This is horseship. I said with a P.
Yeah.
You understand me? Nobody.
You've done it before. Now you know this is horseship.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hey,
You had your chance.
that's not a very good Warner Wolf. One of you, by the way.
Well, not what Rufino wanted to do.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty. No room here for irrational exuberance. However, I believe, after a study of current geopolitical circumstances, and I don't want any spontaneous outbursts, so control yourselves. Nevertheless, I believe that a consensus is building in very important quarters for this country. And that means you and me, people, for this country to launch an all-out, balls-to-the-wall, screaming heebie-jeebie, death from above, war against, guess who?
The Flatlanders.
Not a bad idea, Private, but no. Guess again.
Hannah Nicole Smith.
No, one more chance.
Okay. The DreamWorks studio and everything it represents.
I'll put that on the list now that you mentioned it.
Yeah.
But first priority, boys, I will predict, in fact, I feel that confident about it, that we are on the threshold of dropping about 4 million tons of high detonation, how you doing, Abdul attitude adjustment on Iraq.
Hooray! We're gonna have a goat fry. Yeehaw!
All right. At ease. Your enthusiasm is understandable, but a final decision has not yet been made.
Boo! That sucks the significant one, sir.
I know. The unpleasant part. Though a number of senior United States senators and others appear to be in agreement that Baghdad needs to be reduced to turban powder, they are also saying that there first needs to be a national debate about it.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, what the hell's the debate?
Right.
Whether Saddam gassed 5,000 Kurds or 25,000, whether he's got 50,000 barrels of anthrax, smallpox, and Ebola all mixed up, or 75,000, whether he's going to have 3 nuclear bombs in 2 years, or 2 of them in
All right.
3, whether he's going
Fine. Jesus. I fully concur, Private. But we don't need a total recitation of everything the son of a bitch is capable of. We already know.
Not to hear that pusillanimous Tom Daschle and his boys tell it, sir. Them pansy-ass daffodils would still be waiting for W, Rummy, and the fat boy to make a case for mashing the bastard right about the same time Baltimore was a-blowing up or wherever.
I'm afraid you're right, Private. Fortunately, there are voices both within and beyond the government that understand the potency of the threat, and I believe will prevail.
Lock and load, sir.
Can't happen soon enough, Private.
Get Clinton on the blower, sir.
What?
Other day he said he was hot to trot and wanting to kick some Iraqi ass.
Well, somehow Bill Clinton being hot to trot doesn't inspire confidence, Private.
Guess you're right, sir. Unless there's 150,000 up front and one of them Little Rock rub-downs involved in it somewhere.
Exactly.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This here's for I don't know what, but this here's for fun.
The Warrior Clinton is not the answer. All right, maggots, let's conclude with the answer, so far as I'm concerned. Private, before Saddam succeeds in giving everybody the mange,
A 25-kiloton glowing regime change.
Daschle might not get it, but by God, you do.
Yeah.
Thank you for your attention. That is all.
8 minutes after the hour here on the Imus of the Morning program. And, a view that we all share. Exactly. Pretty much.
Yeah.
espoused by
Get it on.
Express,
Get it on. Get it over.
yeah. Let's get it on. Let's kill some people. Anyway, time for the national news, world events, and all that. And we hope it includes some more exploding towelheads, don't we?
Well, that is among the stories I do.
Kind of an interesting morning. This morning, we're trying out people to replace Christy Musumeci.
Yeah.
Who's going to MSNBC, a rather contentious exchange between me and Christy, in which she felt compelled to attack me, essentially her mentor, for whatever reason. If you'll notice, even when we try to help Christy, providing her with constructive criticism,
right?
Her initial
guidance.
Yeah. Her initial response almost always is to attack either me or Bernard.
It's always negative.
Can you explain that, Bernie?
I think it's just a woman thing.
You do?
Yeah. They're just, I don't know.
Just the way they are, you mean?
Right.
Well,
it's a gender thing.
Well, Rob does it when I critique him or Larry. They both do it.
They lash out at you?
Yeah.
Well, Rob's a fig.
Well, how about Larry?
Has that potential.
Larry will sniff a hairy butt on you now and then.
Happy birthday to Larry Kinney, by the way. Of course, it was yesterday, but
yeah.
Knowing Larry, he might still be celebrating it, if you understand what I'm saying.
He could be.
Yeah. Well, what's going on in the world, Chuck?
About Iraq, dude. President Bush was briefed yesterday on possible war plans by General Tommy Franks, who would command an attack.
Another goober.
Meanwhile, Saddam now is reaching out to the world community in an apparent, man, I tell you, he's the best, in an apparent effort to get world opinion on his side. Now, here's the latest. It's an Iraqi bid to complicate U.S. invasion plans. The Speaker of Iraq's parliament invited United States lawmakers to come to Baghdad, this invitation issued yesterday, to come to Baghdad and bring along their own weapons experts for a 3-week inspection tour, a move quickly rejected by the White House and key members of Congress. Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Joseph Biden, for example, called the invitation, quote, stalling tactics, and called on Iraq instead to allow immediate, unfettered access to United Nations weapons inspectors, which it has refused to do for nearly 4 years. Senate Majority Leader Daschle said Iraq was playing games to divert attention from its continued refusal to submit to United Nations inspection. So everybody dismissing that overture from Baghdad entirely.
Why don't they just drop a nuclear bomb on Tehran or a smaller city and say, if you don't do it again, next time it's going to be Tehran if you don't let us in?
Well,
give us Saddam Hussein, or we're going to one by one annihilate your cities, just as we did with Japan, and no Americans die.
Here's an America Online instant message from one of my fans.
Yep.
One of our fans. Imus, you a-hole. If you have that fat lion pig Hillary Clinton on your program, my entire extended family will switch to Fox forever. Imus, you old queer.
Man.
When are you going to realize Bush has no idea what he's doing?
How what?
Nothing he's done in the Mideast works. The economy sucks. And he wants to start a war with Iraq to keep his approval rating up. As Warner Wolf says, if you have President Bush winning the election in 2004, you lost. Shut up. The Today Show, another America Online instant message, the Today Show has completely degenerated into some kind of circus freak sideshow. On-air marriages, rape victims, and Bruce Springsteen.
There you go.
How do I go about bringing a lawsuit against MSNBC for claiming they are America's news station? I'm an American, and those left-wing scum are not my news station. Hey, I-Man, what's next? A ranch for kids to join at the head?
What is that?
What?
Good Lord.
How people have anger.
Man, oh man.
Try not speaking for the common man. We know what double dip means. Give us some credit. Shut up, you moron.
You old queer.
You old queer, die. There is a reason that I have this program and you don't. You're sitting home with your Dell computer sending me America Online Instant Messages.
Yeah, dude.
How do you think that worked out? It worked out because you people are idiots. You America Online. The people who listen to the program, 99.9% of the people who listen to this program never contact us. Are you aware of that, Charles?
Absolutely.
They have enough sense to drive along there or wherever they are.
Sure.
And butt out.
They've got a life.
Yes, they have a life.
Exactly.
They don't. They don't need to contact some jerk on the radio. They just don't need that.
They got something to do.
They don't have the time to do that.
Exactly.
How? I mean, it's
because they're contributing members of society.
Mm-hmm. Busy earning a living.
When you contact me, you know what it says about you? Loser.
Absolutely.
That's what it says. It says you are a loser.
Every online communication should be signed that way.
Yes.
Loser.
I'm a loser.
Loser in Sioux City. Loser in Macon. Loser wherever.
Lifeless loser.
Yes. Pathetic.
You old queer?
Jesus God.
Sometimes they make good points.
Yeah, they do. Occasionally.
Hey, please die.
It's 20 minutes after the hour here in the Imus Morning Program. Chrissy, what is the new woman's name?
Elise Wool.
Elise Wool.
Like-
How are you, Elise?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
You hate me already, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I know.
He hates everyone. Here's my kind of question, Christy.
What?
Well, here's what I don't understand. Whenever Bernard or I try to help you with constructive guidance, your initial gut instinct is to attack us.
Oh, please. You don't try to help me. I'm not going to take your venom lying down,
Charles.
all right?
She strikes out, lashes out, and I don't know why. It's almost a reflex.
And Charles is I think is a fair, impartial arbiter in all
try
of
to
this.
be. I try to be.
It's like when you see a guy punching out a woman, you go over to help her out, and she turns on you as well.
Exactly. I don't understand
What's the deal with that?
Well,
Is it a gender flaw?
just look to your wife, I-man. Need I say more? She's very similar to me, I think, Deirdre.
Please.
I'm serious.
Oh my God.
She doesn't take any crap off you.
No,
Well, she does. She doesn't have to. I don't give her any.
That's
Yes,
true.
you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I
I'd love
absolutely
to
do
hear
not.
what she had to say to that.
Oh well, I mean that's for
Comment. I'm sure
comedic
she would-
value. I'm enormously. I'm not any time I say anything to her, it's always in an effort to try to help her, as is the case with you and with your particular hideous career.
Well, perhaps, see? You see what I mean? Hideous career. You try to act like you're giving me constructive criticism cloaked in these venomous, horrible, hideous remarks.
I wouldn't call going over to MSNBC to work with the people who ought to be in a sideshow as a career move. When we know you're doing it, and Charles will concur in this, and so will Bernard and Lou. You're doing it entirely for the money.
That's not true.
Well, it certainly can't be for the opportunity.
No.
But the opportunity to suddenly not be heard by 10 million people, to be seen by 200,000. What? I don't get that.
Well, you don't have to get it.
Well, I understand that. I know I don't have to get. There we go.
She lashed out.
Look, I am
There
going
we
to
go.
defend myself.
There
okay?
we go.
I am, there we go.
There we go.
I'll miss this fun.
Woo-hoo! That's the Heineken.
Anyway, Elise,
Hot in
Elise,
here this morning.
Elise can't tell us what she's doing. No, but she's working for another network.
Right.
And how's that working out for you?
Secretive. It's
And
going
you're-
well. So far, so good.
It's going so well. You want to leave, right?
So well, I'm, hanging with you guys today.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's not the Home Shopping Network. We can tell you that much.
Not a big shopper.
Well, all right. And how's it going with Chrissy this morning? Has she been helpful, or?
Yeah, so far she's been great.
And how about Lori?
Lori, we haven't hung out too much yet.
Not all
Maybe
right,
after
friend.
the show.
You won't either.
Feel cool when you walk past her station?
All right, you won't get a hello.
Oh, no.
No?
Has she coughed on you?
Cold shower?
She
Hi,
coughed
bitch.
on you.
Why she doesn't trip you when you're walking by?
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to have my foot sticking out as you walked by.
Who hasn't she coughed on?
Right.
Come on.
Send her to the copy machine.
Chuck from downtown.
Yeah.
All right.
Woman's got consumption or something.
That will be fine. 24 up to the hour.
Quit smoking.
The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. The roof
on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker, burn. Imus in the morning.
It's troubling times.
Yes, it is. A troubling time. Troubling time, my dude.
On tomorrow's program, I have no idea who's going to be on.
Oh. Well?
Imus Brothers Coffee is available at all King's supermarkets. It's on sale, I believe, at ShopRite. It's great coffee. And you need to go get some of it, particularly at ShopRite. Need some help there. And not only is it great coffee, it's all I drink all morning long. And I wouldn't tell you I did unless I did.
Right.
And 100% of the profits goes to the Imus Ranch for Kids with Cancer. And we do have to run this place, and it cost us $1.8 million to run it last year.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't think it'll cost that this year. I think if I had to guess, I would think it'll cost us about $1.3 million this year. I want $1.4 million. I think I can say that much. I mean, believe me, we just try at every juncture to save money. So, and I'm willing to continue to, Deirdre and I, to put up our own money to continue to run it. So, I mean, I'm doing my part, and so is she. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. Got to help us out here. I don't have to, but
want you to.
Yeah, I'd like you to. If you can. If you can't, then that's fine. 22 till the hour here on the Imus in the Morning program. We get new little knotheads tomorrow. It's fun getting new kids. It's great. It's a great way for Wyatt to grow up.
Oh, my God.
Because he...
I understand.
You know what? I'll tell you, I love that kid. I mean, I know he's my kid, and we all love our kids, and we should. But... And it may be genetic. I don't know what it is. But when in every group of kids, he will pick out a kid who is the most troubled and gravitate to that, or the shyest, or whatever, or the smallest, or whatever. And he gravitates to that kid. And that becomes his little pal for the 10 days they're here, 9 days they're here. So.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah,
that's very sweet. Yeah.
He has a nice little heart.
Yeah.
And so, well, we have some America Online.
Well, why are you reading them?
America Online instant messages.
They just annoy you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here's an America Online instant message from Polecat, 622.
Yeah.
Listen, not all your listeners are Neanderthal Republican conservative knuckle-dragging a-holes, much to your surprise. I, for one, would welcome Hillary's appearance on your show, but she would never stoop to that level. Oh, yeah, she would. She married that pig Bill Clinton. And stayed with him while he's getting boffing everything.
Well, of course, and we know what that arrangement's all about. Please.
And having Senator Clinton on would be humorous, but in my view, she is the most dangerous woman in the world concerning our constitutional rights.
There's somebody who gets it.
Bernard is correct. She's a buck-toothed a-hole.
Oh, Jesus. And a crook.
Hey, teabag face, the Flatlanders effing suck, you hear me? They say you suck, you jerk.
Teabag face? I like that.
Hope Julia Roberts enjoyed the Flatlanders as much as she did Lyle Lovett. I don't think she pounded all of them, although,
I never know. You just got married. Come on.
The only breaking news I want to hear is the I-Man's oxygen bottle blew up and fried his hair.
All right.
Charles,
what?
The whole country is looking to you to make sure that Imus does not invite Thunder Thighs Clinton on your show.
God, I'm going to do. I mean,
thank you in advance for this service to America.
My God. What are you thinking about, I-Man? You're an idiot.
You banned Lieberman once and backed off like the weenie you've proven time and time again to be.
True.
Banish the weasel forever and stick by it. What's with Warner dyeing his hair? Does he think he's fooling anyone?
No, it's the lights. No, I love gray hair. I wish I could keep it, but if you're on television studio, the lights are so strong, makes you look like you have no hair or that crummy red hair, tinnish look.
There you go.
That's the reason.
Here's another charming America Online instant message to the I-Man.
Yep.
Thank God soon the oxygen bottle will blow up and you won't have a life, you faggot.
Bernard, why are you giving him mine for?
It's 18 till the hour here on the Imus in the Morning program.
A couple of bitter people out there, dude.
Did they leave anything out?
I want to repeat this. You people who are sending me these America Online instant messages are the dumbest bastards on the planet. You people can't be stupider. How you even know how to do it shocks me. Which I guess supports America's online contention that is so easy, even you idiots can do it. So, God, what morons! I mean, you people are caricatures of yourselves.
Fine, I'll quit sending them.
Jesus, you bunch of...
Okay.
What a bunch of dopes.
I'm sorry.
Too much idle time.
How many sets have we done, Lou?
3.
We have. Got a lot of time, Warner.
Oh, great. Let me on. Yeah, that's only half of it, see?
Let me at it.
Yeah, let me on.
Let me at it.
I can have all the time in the world if I don't get on. There ain't no time.
I like the fact that you attacked Sid this morning.
Oh, yeah. Come on. What is this? I'm mentioned in a Hall of Fame speech? Sid in his lifetime will never be mentioned in a Hall of Fame speech.
Unless, of course, he stole a football.
That's right. Unless a football is missing from Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Man.
One of those busts of
somebody's jersey.
Who was that great Packer player? What was his name? Ray Nitschke.
Ray Nitschke, yeah. Rub his head for good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the great football players of all time, Ray Nitschke.
Number 66.
Unbelievable player.
Yeah.
And a great philosopher, too.
Come on. And then you had, right on your show, this kills me with Sid. Right on your show. Right on your show. In fact, substituting for Sid. I made a suggestion that all athletes who commit domestic abuse, they're suspended 1 year without pay from each team, and the second time they're finished for a lifetime. Out. 2 days later, New York Times, Mike Freeman, front page, takes the same identical 2 suggestions and put them in his column. Now,
did he credit you?
No. But the point is...
Well, then Mr. Freeman apparently came up with this thought independent of your insipid advice.
Maybe. But the point is, I had it 2 days before on your show.
Well,
but my point is...
When it was first.
Yeah, my point is, Sid in his lifetime will never have an idea
that'll get that kind of...
resembles anything in the New York Times.
There you go.
Why, people...
He would have an idea. There would be no suspension at all.
Yeah.
The bitch had it coming.
Yeah.
But it'll never be repeated in New York.
That's what I say.
Hey, that means he's aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'll take that player.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, this isn't even close.
Well,
I mean,
I just enjoy seeing this ugliness. That's,
but Warner chooses to get ugly on a day when Sid's not around.
Well, where is Sid?
Oh, now you're going to play coy with us.
What do you mean? He's usually here by now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they were off to the Giant camp or Jet camp or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, of course you knew it. It's on the schedule.
What schedule? I don't read the schedule. I just know I'm here Tuesday and Thursday. I don't look at it.
I think you did this knowing you would not have to confront Sid face to face because you're physically in fear of Sid.
No.
He might hit you with that fat belly of his.
Goodness.
So there's a promo suggesting that Mike and the Mad Dog, my friends, Mike Francesa, Chris Russo, are going to the Giants training camp up in Albany, and they're taking a busload of listeners. That's what I'd like to do, is ride a bus to Albany.
God almighty.
And that they will, and here's the way it's phrased.
They'll be on a bus in Israel.
They will enjoy. They will.
Man, what a night.
Wait a minute.
Hey, look, Jackie Gleason's on the bus.
That doesn't sound good.
411.
That doesn't sound good.
Hey, Mikey.
They will enjoy.
Oh.
Here's the way it's phrased. We'll enjoy an afternoon practice and then have lunch. What's wrong with that, Warner?
They'll enjoy an afternoon practice
and then have
lunch.
Well, they don't say and then. They just say, we'll enjoy an afternoon practice and have lunch. Wouldn't you have lunch and then enjoy the afternoon practice?
Not necessarily.
Well, then when would you have lunch? At 6? 4:30? 5? 2:30? 3?
If you're Francesa?
Well,
All of the above.
I'm not sure.
That is enormously ugly.
You know what's amazing, man, talking about practice?
What?
Seriously, up to 1970, the coaches wouldn't let the players have water in practice. No water breaks.
Damn right.
Can you imagine how things have changed? No water.
Good.
Well, that's crazy.
Well, you can't have water when you're out in the field.
No breaks.
Simulate playing conditions.
Yeah.
Got to get them ready.
It's amazing. Guys didn't,
Next thing you know,
hydrate more.
These days they have water. Next thing you know, they're going to have a women's football league.
The WNFL?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Look for that to be next. Mark my words.
Yeah.
That's troubling. That is very troubling. Warner will be back with some sports in a second. 12 minutes till the hour.
I'm Nancy Astro Green, my definite society's American freaky, yeah. I'm the crawling dead, a phantom in a box shadow in your head, insane. Acid is suicide, the freedom of the speech, stretching and lies, yeah. Cracks off a broken skin, the terror in his heart makes us do it again, yeah.
Joseph Trick
Inviting the junior senator from the state of New York, Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton, on the program, and I've been roundly criticized by everyone on the program, except Warner. Warner hasn't weighed in, but...
Well, you're insane. That's all. You're insane.
It's inexplicable.
I mean, that's it's beyond being shocked.
Huh?
I don't know what it is.
Beyond being dizzy.
As it may be, the I-Man,
Good Lord,
would get right through to all the BS, shall we say. He's the only man that could do it.
Yeah, but it's not.
And he would either expose her or we would see a different side of her.
No, that's that's not even a consideration.
No.
The I-Man has flatly said that he would do all manner of things with a dead dog.
Well,
with Suge Knight, involving genitalia.
That'll fuss fine.
Absolutely.
I think we know where you're going with that.
Before you would have this individual on.
She would no doubt set restrictions.
Well, no.
She's not going to talk about cattle futures and shredding documents and all this crap.
Unconditional interview.
No, it's not even the point.
I'd do it, I-Man.
Not even the point.
Huh?
The point is the I-Man
radio.
would be compromising himself to the point where he would never be able to recover.
Well,
I only have to work with you twice a week. I have to work with them every day.
I have a sneaking
That would
suspicion
be great.
Warner voted for her.
no, I didn't. But the point is, if she started giving the baloney, you would cut it off, and that's the end of it.
Not
Look,
the point.
You must tell us the truth.
The point is the position that he has adopted. The point is the absolute rock-bound, in granite position he has taken regarding this individual.
Here's another charming America Online instant message. Stupider is not a word, you jackass old queer. I don't know who I want to die first, you or Mike and the Mad Dog. It's from these idiots.
A lot of happy people out there.
Sid will be in the New York Times when he dies, that fat bastard.
When he does a perp walk.
Imus, she said stupider. Should have said more stupid, you stupid, wrinkled old queen. Imus, about time you got a haircut, you're beginning to look like Professor Irwin Corey. And quit dyeing it. I don't dye my hair. Nothing is more repulsive than some old geezer. Jesus. And Warner looks like Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, that's funny.
So keep up the pressure on Daschle and Hillary.
Yeah, right.
These are just stupid. Oh, God. Enough. What's going on, Warner, in sports?
Well, Randy Johnson, remember he threw 149 pitches last week?
Yep.
No, I didn't know that.
Said, get out of the way. Forget the pitch count. It didn't hurt his arm at all. went all the way again yesterday. Two-hitter, beat the Mets 2-0.
Right, big accomplishment, beating those dogs.
Phillies beat the Dodgers 7-5. Dodger reliever Giovanni Carrera hit two straight Philly batters with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th. Said Carrera, at least I didn't walk him. The French Olympic, I laugh at my own stuff. The French Olympic ice dancing champions.
Be important to somebody.
Has called the story of the Russian mobster fixing the event ridiculous.
Yeah.
Marina Anasina, who won the gold with her partner, says, I spoke to the mobster from time to time but never asked him for anything. However, when asked about the tape recording of the wiretap conversation 2.5 weeks after she won the gold, she said, that's not my voice.
Market's up 100 and almost 80 points, Chuck, and the Cubs are in.
Oh, well, all right. All right, come on. Let's move. Let's go.
Oh, here's one, man.
Yeah.
In an effort to cut cost, radio station WQBA in Miami will continue to keep their Spanish-language broadcaster, Philo Ramirez, at home during the Marlins road games. Instead, Ramirez will sit in a Coral Gables studio calling the games off a TV monitor. Now, in the old days, we used to do these Western Union ticker tape games, recreations. You had a Western Union operator in the city of the game, and he would send you the game over the ticker tape.
God, how old are you, Warner? 100?
Smoke signals?
Western Union?
Oh, yeah, this was in the 60s. It was great. But here was the problem.
Yeah?
Once in a while, the operator from that city would make a mistake.
Sure.
In other words, it would say Jones, then L-O-R-F, meaning Jones lined out right field.
Sure.
Well, one time, he said no, trapped by right fielder, base hit. So now we have the problem. We have a man on first, and we've just told the people that he lined out. Well, you never wanted to say the operator made a mistake. So what we do is say, the pitcher into the stretch, throw to first, he picks him off. Anyway, little things we do. You don't remember
Are
those?
you drunk?
You don't remember those ticker
What
tapes?
the hell has happened to you, Warner?
Oh, the ticker, that was great.
Wheel him back into his room, Charles.
I was a Pony Express guy myself.
Oh, man. That's the way it was.
Those were the days.
Dear
Oh,
God. Jeez.
That is so
You hear that tick, 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 tick.
Oh, man.
God almighty, I don't know.
You know, here's one for you. Talk about taking the game to heart. The general manager of the Rochester Red Wings, that's AAA ball, Dan Mason, has slept in a tent in the ballpark for the last 6 nights, will continue to do so until the Red Wings, who have lost 12 in a row, win another game. After Sunday's loss, the Wings manager also slept in the tent after the second baseman slept in the tent Saturday night. Well, the question is, where's the general manager's wife? Right? Why isn't she sleeping in the tent?
She's home with the third base coach.
Oh, man. So the ticker tape would go like this.
Just excuse me while I go outside and kill myself.
Imus. Copyright 2002, Infinity Broadcasting, all rights reserved. Imus in the Morning is a presentation of WFAN and Westwood-WFAN Entertainment. Bastard.
For 15 years, your flagship station for the New York Mets and for talking New York sports is The Fan. Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York, an Infinity Broadcasting station. WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good morning at 10 o'clock. This is John Minko.
WFAN, they're talking sports, going at it as hard as they can. It's like a mad dog on the fan. Nothing can get by 'em, turn it on and try 'em. Mike is a mad dog, WFAN.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? The Mike and the Mad Dog Radio program. Nice to have you with us on this Tuesday in New York, the 6th day of August, the year 2002. Good to have you aboard. 718-937-6666. That's your two-way sports talk telephone number on WFAN in New York. Chris Collin and Mark Malusis. Always a pleasure to have them both here. Mike is on vacation. Yes Network. How are you today? Nice to have the Yes Network with us. Always a pleasure to have them aboard here on this program that will take you to 6:20. Obviously, it's sort of a smorgasbord to work with. You obviously have the whole deal today with a little football with the Giants last night, preseason opener against the Titans. I don't even know what their name is. Texans. We could talk about the Houston team and Carr. We could talk about that. Obviously, all the baseball too. And we'll start. I'll just do a little potpourri here at the start, and then you guys chime in once we get to, after the 20. The first thing is,
Call 1-800-SLEEPIES with your professionals.
Mike and the Mad Dog on Sports Radio 66, a fan, WFAN.
Let's say hello to Denny in Yonkers, who was so disconsolate.
On the Imus in the Morning program, Liza and David, the radio reality series. Join us as we accompany the Manellis on a weekend holiday at their villa in Rio.
Happy, my pet?
Ecstatic, darling.
Really?
I'm positively gay.
Oh, so am I.
Where did you go last night? I heard you get out of bed and take the car.
Oh, I had to run to the store. I had to pick up something.
Oh, I know. Vaseline. I found the jar in your trousers.
Damn chapped lips.
You were gone for so long.
You want to try finding Vaseline at 3 a.m. in Brazil?
Poor dear.
Here, honey, have another Cosmopolitan.
Oh, I shouldn't have already had 12.
Go on, make it lucky 13. We're on vacation.
Why, Mr. Guest, if I didn't know you any better, I'd think you were trying to get me drunk and take advantage of me.
Oh, believe me, that will never happen, my love. One Percodan or two?
Oh, what the hell? I'm feeling frisky. Make it 2.
Frisky? Better make it 3. Darling, did you sign all those papers I left for you on the coffee table?
Yes, darling. Oh, there were so many of them, and I'm not sure what they were.
Well, just a few pesky legal documents. Powers of attorney, prenuptial nullifications. Nothing you should worry your pretty little head over.
You take such good care of me.
Well.
I'm so lucky to have you both as a husband and a business manager.
Oh.
You make the best Cosmopolitans.
Well, that's because in this batch, I use my secret ingredient, xylazine.
Xylazine?
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Horse tranquilizer. Oh, Wilkinson, could you come get Miss Liza and bring her up to the boudoir for me? I just can't lift her myself, and I'm off to a meeting in town. Now, if someone named Ernesto should call, tell him to heat the massage oil. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Wash your face and hands. Get out of that bed. Wash your face and hands. Well, you get in that kitchen, make some noise with the pots and pans. Imus in the morning.
Rosenberg. Good morning, Sid.
Hi, I'm Ann.
Now, let me point something out to you, Sid.
Sure, whatever you'd like.
Not only are you you and Warner do sports for the Imus Morning program, but you are a representative of not only the Imus in the Morning program, but of the entire Viacom Corporation, and of course HBO Sports, in making this trip to Las Vegas. So we expect you to be a gentleman and to be gracious and gregarious with this lovely woman from South Carolina, Maxine Mink, who won this trip.
Not going to happen, man. Got to be honest with you. It's just not going to. It's not in the cards, which is perfect for Vegas, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening.
Well,
I got nothing against. In all seriousness, I have nothing against this lady. She's probably a very, very nice lady, and I'm sure her boyfriend's a nice guy. But we got nothing in common.
It doesn't matter.
How do you know
You
that?
have a job to do.
I know that. Believe me, I know that.
You got to be an ambassador here.
I didn't see. Let me just say this. When I got the memo, it didn't say anything about ambassador, about representation.
We're telling you
It
now.
said you're going to Vegas.
I'm telling you now. I'm your immediate superior.
Okay.
I'm telling you now. Now, what is your view of people from South Carolina? What were you saying about South Carolina?
Listen, they're very nice people, but once you get past the fireworks and the Stuckies, you got nothing else going on in that state.
Yeah.
I used to drive down to Florida as a kid, and I was always amazed by how there's just nothing going on. I used to like Stuckies, though, because they had this map, and you used to be able to, like almost like a puzzle.
And that was about as exciting as it got in South Carolina until you got to South Carolina, and you had all those stupid signs that said Pedro says the south of the border is coming up every couple of minutes. And I finally got to the south of the border when I was like 19 years old, and you couldn't find a sleazier, dirtier place in all of America. It was disgusting. Jamaican beef patties is all they served there for food. That was it. The rides were all broken down. It was disgusting.
These
people probably work there or something, and they're going to Vegas with me.
Well, one of the things that we were concerned about, and I think that it's dimmed your enthusiasm, is the fact that when we talked with Maxine Mink, who sounded to me, by the way, like a very lovely woman, and she described herself as being fairly attractive. I think 5'8".
That's the first red flag right there.
She described
They always do that. Oh, you're not going to believe it. I'm not going to recognize her because she's going to look like the star of Shallow Hal. And I'm not talking about Gwyneth Paltrow either. Oh, yeah, I look like $1 million. Wait till you see me.
All right, hang on a second.
Is that a blackjack table or is that Maxine?
Here now, joining us on the Imus in the Morning program is the aforementioned Maxine Mink.
No. You gotta
Good
be
morning,
kidding
Miss
me.
Mink.
Good morning.
Oh, boy.
Hi, Maxine. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm going to kill him. That little man is dead. Little Guido is dead. Let me tell you something. When I kicked out the village idiot, I beat him with a 6-foot redwood fighting stick. I beat him so bad he had to stop at a hospital on the way away from me. I'm going to beat this little man, and I don't need my truck driving fiance to do it for me.
Gee, what a surprise your fiance is a truck driver, Maxine.
Well, but he's not one of them big slobbering ugly ones either.
You're one of the good ones.
And I don't have him.
One of the ones that doesn't take amphetamines.
One of the hunks.
No, he's a straight ahead guy, and Sid, you better watch it because I am every bit the way I describe myself, honey.
Let me hear it again.
How did you just...
Let me hear it again.
I am 5 foot 8.5 inches tall.
Right.
115 pounds.
Right.
Whoa.
Long, natural blonde hair.
Right.
And sky blue eyes.
Wow. Everything tight?
Huh?
So Sid's going to want to get Sid is going to want to get jiggy with you, and that's not going to happen, is it, Maxine?
I'll take his little weenie and twist it off and shove it down his throat.
What time will that be Saturday night? Because I want to get dinner in first.
Hey, Vegas, baby! Let it ride!
Have him know that I have only lived in South Carolina for a year and a half.
Where were you from before that? Oklahoma?
Arkansas? What part of Louisiana did you go to?
I was born and bred in L.A. I was born in Burbank.
Oh, okay.
But South Carolina is a lovely state.
Well, you've adapted rather well. If you've got a truck driver boyfriend and you're going to grab Sid's wiener and twist it off.
No, he's not. I am.
Oh, I can. No, you are. No,
If it can even be found,
I understood who was going to grab it. So. Well,
and twist it off.
Well, Maxine, when are you leaving for Las Vegas?
We're gonna leave here in Florence about noon, and it's about a 2-hour drive.
2 hour drive to the airport.
You know they gave us a 3-hour layover in Pittsburgh. What do you do in Pittsburgh?
Well, I guess
probably twice as much as you do in South Carolina.
Shave your beard.
Let me tell you something, little Sid.
What's that?
I am a horse trainer.
Yeah.
I have a thriving business.
Right.
And I have a $25,000 show jumper right here. I have my own farm. Thank you.
Okay. Have you ever done time?
No, but if you mess with me, I might.
Hey, I think you're a pig. How about that?
Well, I think you're a little Guido.
Yeah, we'll see. Bring it on. And you and your faggot truck driver boyfriend, too. Bring it on.
I hope he's listening.
Yeah, well, I'll be waiting at the airport. I'll show him who's a man.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is walk up and punch you in the stomach, because I know what you look like.
Listen here, you little skank.
There's no need for name calling. You do not even know me.
Yeah, well, bring it on. I'll be there waiting. I know karate.
Oh, you know what? The village idiot was a third-degree black belt, so I know it too. I'm going to hurt you you, Sid.
Oh, you guys got to stop. Your boyfriend's going to need a handicapped truck driver. A truck or something like that.
He's not supposed to be gambling, right?
Who?
Sid.
Who said that?
Well, that's what this whole thing was over.
What do you think you and I are going to do? Take a walk in the park for 48 hours?
No, I'll just sit there and
What are you
watch
gonna do,
you lose your money.
No. No, that's not going to happen. And bring extra cash. And don't give me no excuses either that you just met me. I'm taking you to Vegas. I paid for your flights. I gave you a
You did not.
What do you mean I did not? Who put you up in the Mandalay Bay? Me. That's who. Me. Who? You'd be at the Flamingo at the end.
Did.
No. Me. That's who. You'd be in the Flamingo Hotel at the end of the strip. $90 a night with roaches and hookers. That's where you'd be at the end of the night.
Oh,
and by the way, Mandalay Bay like a star.
Before you come, don't forget to brush your tooth.
Oh, you wait. You're gonna drop over dead. I swear to God.
Maxine. Sid.
I gotta videotape this.
Sid, you're crazy.
Yeah, tell him he better.
Why we can't get MSNBC out there to get some footage of this? Oh my God!
I just hate that I only get to watch you till 9 o'clock, and then they take you away and make these people bore me to tears.
How does it look in black and white? Anyway, Maxine.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
Have a great time in Vegas, okay?
I will, and I'm going to send you a nice instant message on Monday.
All right, thanks, Maxine.
Well, thanks for calling.
No, you're welcome.
How's the
Maxine, I said you were a pig.
That's unbelievable.
You were unbelievable.
You have a
Sid.
death wish.
I mean, what's wrong with you?
This is not going to go well.
They're gonna
It's just not
pound
going to
you.
go well.
Hey, Fred.
This is going to be bad.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Did you hear all that?
Yeah, man. I really feel sorry for Sid. I mean, this is going to be a painful trip.
Oh, it's going to be murder.
What did she do, bringing her brother?
No, her boyfriend.
Well, same
That's
thing.
what I meant.
I couldn't get the line out. Couldn't get the line out, could you, Fred?
Yeah.
Oh, God, what a nightmare.
Oh, man. This trip is seriously going to be painful.
Yeah. Sid, why would you want to do that?
I don't think it's a joke, I think it's going to be a seriously painful trip.
Somebody's going to go to jail over the
I
weekend.
mean, these people, Sid, they don't. They don't know that you're kidding around.
I'm not kidding around. I've never been more serious in my life. This is the most miserable I've been since.
This you got fired at NEW.
Yeah, probably
It's
since
great,
then.
though.
What's great
It's
about it?
just great, this trip.
Why?
I mean, because we just want you to be as miserable as you possibly can be. And we're going to get our wish.
I'm just calling her truck driver a homo, describing her as a pig. And what do you think is going to happen when they meet you?
It's going to be a great weekend. The only thing I regret about it is it ain't 4 days.
Oh, man. This is going to be a lot better. This is going to be better than the fight that's supposed to be.
All right.
Hey, by the way, Fred, who do you like in a fight?
Oh, Lewis is going to win that fight.
You agree, Sid? Well, Fred Imus has picked Lewis, Sid Rosenberg has picked Lewis, and I am picking Hasim Rockman to knock him out by the 6th round.
No, I'll tell you what, Lewis is going to beat him to death because he beat him to death before, but Lewis just got careless. He won't get careless this time.
Well, I hope you're right.
Rockman would have to get lucky again, and he won't get lucky again. You get lucky once, maybe.
To digress here dramatically.
What'd you do, Phil? Spilled coffee in your lap?
I have some, no, again, I did that too. But no, I have some American Airlines.
I spill hand cream in my lap all the time. I have to rub it off.
I'm sure you do. Jesus Christ.
Minutes to the hour this Imus in the morning. If you're in the mood for exquisite Italian cuisine.
Fan Highway Patrol.
And it is 11 minutes now before the hour this Imus in the morning with the I-Man Illin. Damn it. He came into the New York Stock Exchange studio early this morning. He just looked whipped. And apparently had an upset stomach and stayed I don't know.
So we didn't get bit by a mosquito out there.
I swear to God, is West Nile now in New Mexico? Let's hope not. But at any rate, he is sick and just, tried to hang in, but he couldn't. Say, I don't know what he said, 3/4 an hour or something like that, but couldn't do it. So we will, we'll persevere.
We'll move on.
We'll move forward.
We'll try to get through.
Well,
the Imus in the Morning Show uses AOL Instant Messaging Service. AOL, easy to use, easy to get started. And you want to send an IM, it's simply, the address is just Imus, WFAN. And the Auto Body Express mentions are all brought to you by the Mohegan Sun, and here comes Sid.
Imus in the Morning 2020 Sports. Here once again, with his lips spot welded to the I-man's ass, is Sidney Rosenberg. Here's some toilet tissue, Sidney. Blow your nose, you sickening sycophant.
Boy, today, that's really awful.
That is. I'm sorry about that.
With a bad stomach. The thought of that whole thing is not working for me.
No, spot welded where? Excuse me? That'll do. Oh, my God.
All right, it's the Wuss of the Week award, and it goes out this morning to San Francisco 49er head coach Steve Mariucci, who actually was upset and complained that he thought that Steve Spurrier and the Washington Redskins ran up the score in a preseason game on Saturday night.
I hope he did then.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Good Lord.
Well, Steve has to understand one thing. Spurrier is a new coach. It's a new regime in Washington. They're trying to get the fans excited about this new club. A lot of pub leading up to it. So Mariucci has to understand, he should have known beforehand that Spurrier would go out there and try to whip him up a little bit. Now, Spurrier's got that awful reputation for running up scores in college, which was the case. His Florida Gator teams beat lesser opponents by 60 or 70 points. But I can't knock Steve Spurrier for going out in his first NFL head coaching job and trying to look impressive in a preseason win. Mariucci's got to suck that up.
And doing exactly that, looking impressive. I mean,
right or wrong.
Testing out new players.
Right.
Exactly.
Mariucci says that he left in the starters a bit too long. Truth of the matter is, it's Spurrier's first game. You got to try to look impressive, get the fans excited. That's what the Redskins did. They whooped them up. They beat them by 31, so...
Who cares?
Exactly. It's a preseason game.
And he made a statement.
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
And the beauty here is that the 49ers do play the Redskins during the regular season, so Mariucci has a chance to exact revenge when the game really counts.
Let's get it on.
Oh, good.
That's it. So for now, Steve Mariucci, shut the hell up.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's move on now and talk about Mike Tyson. Big problems again. Here it is.
What?
Has Mike Tyson gone off on another rampage? It comes from Russian Malloy in today's New York Daily News. Police were summoned to a room where Tyson was staying because some of these dishwashers smelled marijuana. So these dishwashers, who want to just mind their own business and wash the dishes, go up there. They send people up to the room.
How did they smell? What do you mean? How did they smell marijuana?
I guess they were walking around the halls, and Tyson was there with a bunch of his buddies, and
in the room.
It's not like they share one joint. You could just imagine they probably got more pot there than you can find in any given day in all of Colombia.
So this is drifting out under the door, you mean?
Right. So, exactly.
Okay, I get it.
They forgot to put the towels under the door, something you've probably done. You know what I'm talking about, Charles.
Guatemalan busybodies.
Wash the dishes.
Take the china and shut the F up, Jose.
So then it gets worse for Tyson because after he smokes all this pot, this is all alleged, by the way. I have no idea whether he did it or not, or him and his buddies. He's starving. So Tyson was waiting to go to dinner when he flew into a rage in the hotel's driveway. Quote, said an eyewitness, Tyson was apparently hungry. That's what set him off.
Hey, the man needs to eat.
The bodyguards were taking too long, so he threw a temper tantrum.
Got the munchies.
So Tyson disappeared through a nearby doorway. Again, this is from Russian Malloy. Headed into the hotel's kitchen, picked up a kitchen knife from a counter, and began brandishing it.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's no turkey here. It's not Thanksgiving.
Here is the understatement of the year, by the way. Understatement of the year. Quote, you see Mike Tyson with a knife? It's a little bit scary.
I want some macaroni and cheese and some Franks and beans right now, you Puerto Rican mother effers. Right now. After you tell you love me.
His spokesman, by the way, Jeff Wald, says it's enough already. Stop picking on Mike Tyson. All these stories are untrue, and he's a decent guy.
What do you think he is, Ray Lewis? Put the knife down.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
By the way, Tyson and his buddies checked out, and his bill for a couple of nights?
Yep.
$45 grand.
$45 grand?
Yeah, $45,000.
For a couple of nights?
Oh, yeah, as far as I know.
What in God's name do you do to run up a $45,000 tab.
Well, they probably took every bottle of booze out of that little liquor bar down there underneath the television
You
set.
watch the Cartoon Channel around the clock.
$45,000.
I don't care.
My God.
It's Mighty Mouse. Scooby-Doo, it's marathon is on.
I want the bed, I want the mattress, I'm taking everything.
Empty that fridge. Some
Good
chocolate
Lord.
cheesecake, please.
Well,
And one last story from baseball. It seems that, Fred Wilpon and Abner Doubleday, the owners of the New York Metropolitans, they've been kind of back and forth with each other because, one guy is trying to buy the team and the other guy's, he's trying to get what the team is worth. And there was a big question. Appraisal came back and it was a lot lower than what Doubleday thought. So Doubleday now says that Wilpon and Selig are in cahoots together.
it's like $100 million lower.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly right. And supposedly he's saying that Selig has undervalued all these baseball teams just to make it look like there's a problem here with all these labor negotiations going on. So now it seems that Doubleday is accusing Bud Selig and Fred Wilpon of being in bed together and actually lowering the value of the New York Mets.
Artificially low.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Which seems a little crazy, but again, it's possible that is the case because Selig claiming that all these teams are having all these financial problems. So the fact that he undervalued one ball club, seems likely.
Or a negotiating ploy.
Probably more on the B side, which is exactly what you just said, Charles. You're exactly right. So that's the big story so far. But guess what? I'm coming back in about 50 minutes.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Sid Rosenberg, I'm Mr. The Morning Sports.
Imus in the morning.
Sports fans everywhere, are you noticing a small tire starting to form around your midsection? Or have years of drinking beers formed a big tire years ago? I've got a solution for your problem. Trim.
Mrs. Bubba Hillary, mom out of Chelsea, started your career, undergraduate at Wellesley, moved on to Yale, make yourself a southpaw. Next thing you know, you're married, living down in Arkansas. Look out, Hill, he's an imbecile. When he acted like a bachelor, should have been a harbinger, but you were blind because you were first lady to the governor. And you kind of got into being driven around by a chauffeur and wearing fancy new clothes while you're living with the naked emperor. Legs like a pachyderm, memory is short-term, especially when you went to work down at Rose Law Firm, finance and real estate, while your husband fornicates, set himself up as a presidential candidate. Look out, Hill, how much did you bill for the Castle Grande, taking baby's candy? Later on them records, you just didn't have them handy. Story was about as thin as Mahatma Gandhi, but lying's just a part of the Clinton modus operandi. Stood by your cheating spouse, even though he was a louse, all paid off when you moved into the White House, almost drowned in white water. Bad example for your daughter. Vince Foster's suicide wasn't really manslaughter. Look out, Hill, press moving in for the kill. Paula Jones' nightmare, Bubba in his underwear. Read your book, but it didn't take a village to demolish national health care. But when things got bad, you called Christoph to come change your hair. Though it's pretty galling, the Senate's now you're calling. Though the post show most find it appalling. Put on a Yankee cap, spew some insincere crap. Let them quote you saying that your husband got a bad rap. Good luck, Hill, moving to the Catskills. Giving out interviews, saying Bubba was abused. You'll do anything to ensure you make the nightly news. Even hint that in your heritage is one or two Jews. First lady sings the blues, an image you can't lose.
I do not, for one, think that the problem was that the band was down. I think that the problem may have been that there was a Stonehenge monument on the stage that was in danger of being crushed by a dwarf.
David, whenever a single bump or a ruffle comes into this little fantasy world that you guys have built around yourself, you start screaming like a bunch of Ponzi hairdressers. I mean, it's just a problem, you know? It gets solved. Do you know what I spend my time doing? I sleep 2 or 3 hours a night. There's no sex and drugs for Ian, David. You know what I do? I find lost luggage.
Well, maybe
that's
you
what
should
I
get
do.
someone else to find the lost luggage, and you should concentrate on what's going on stage.
Yes. This is my position, okay? I am not managing it with you or any other woman, especially one who dresses like an Australian's nightmare. So you and all of you,
too.
because I quit. All right? That's it. Good night.
I raise a practical question at this point.
Yeah.
We're going to do Stonehenge tomorrow.
No, we're not going to
do Stonehenge.
Imus in the morning.
Supercomputer, explain how the new Priceline.com best price guarantee.
A man's hat shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico, from the man's hat shop.
Send that one back.
No, it's a... In fact, this is a hat that the NBA gave me. No, not the NBA. What's the radio people? What's their deal?
The NAB?
The NAB gave me.
National Association of Broadcasters?
When I got inducted into the NAB Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It's a Resistol 30X.
It needs a lot of work.
Huh?
Yeah. Please.
Well, Stuart needs to work on it.
Oh, yeah. Because like I said, now you when you put it on, you look like a black mushroom.
I do?
Yeah.
You don't like it, right? You like the old one better?
Well, sir, sure I do.
Well, the old one's just about out of commission here. I mean, I have an old Resistol.
That looks like pardon me, that looks like a woman's hat. It looks like a...
you're an a-hole.
Well, no. I'm just telling you what the deal is.
What?
Why do we have to go to a-hole?
Yeah, how come that? I'm trying to offer you a little help here so you don't look so stupid.
Because you're a fat sissy, that's why.
Oh, that just is a...
No, you want him to be a yes man, or you want honest assessments?
Well, I guess honest assessments. I guess that's what we want. I don't know. You know, I got a call from McEnroe yesterday. It was an emergency. I didn't take the call, nor will I, by the way. But
hope he's okay.
When somebody pulls a stunt like that with me, that's it. I never speak to them again, ever, for any reason.
It's over.
Yeah, I mean that's just
goodbye.
So I mean, we just drop it, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. Move on with your life.
Yeah.
So, all involved. Move on.
I mean, that's such a... Well, I don't even want to get into it.
Just move on.
So. What else is going on? Anything, Charles?
A poll says a third of the country's high school kids believe an attack, as we have seen, is at least somewhat likely at their school. 1/3 say that they think they know somebody in their class who is disturbed enough to be able to carry out the kinds of things that we have seen. Most say they do not take that sort of thing seriously, though. The other 2/3, but fully a third do.
But most people know somebody at work.
Well, that's true.
Right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Disturbed individuals.
I mean, who do we know here at the radio station?
Oh, please.
Who don't we know?
You name 10 people right off the bat. You can just
name one.
Joe Benigno.
Yeah.
Joey DeFazio.
Joey DeFazio.
John Minko.
Me.
Joe DeFazio, not a chance.
Why not?
Because Joey DeFazio is a very stable guy, a lot more stable than most people.
That's what they always say.
Well, no, but he's...
There you go.
No, he's not. He's not a normal acting guy either.
You'll be the first to get it.
What?
I've seen him mad.
I have?
I've seen him. I've seen his facial expressions. Sure.
And just this quiet...
He has the potential.
This quiet...
Joey DeFazio.
Sure. Yeah, I'd say it more than some people here, yeah. Just a little more. Bernard probably has it in him.
No question.
He definitely does. I've been working next to him for 12 years.
Today.
To come in and kill people?
Yes.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him get mad. I don't ever want to see it again.
It's a good thing I don't own any firearms.
You never know. You never know. Could be just like you say, the guy that you think is the most upset. That they say we would never have. And how many times have you heard?
Well, no. But we're talking about people now we could imagine, not the person we couldn't. Well, who could? I mean, if we're going to talk about people we couldn't imagine, that's a completely different issue then. And that would be somebody like Chernoff or. You start picking those people. Now we're picking people who are obvious.
People who are obvious, okay.
And my point about that is it's always there's never them.
The kid Paul?
No, I don't.
Oh,
yeah, he's definitely, yes.
Fat Paul? When it lives with Nancy? That Paul?
That Paul.
Right.
Seemed like a nice guy to me. That's the point.
He is a nice guy.
Sure. Okay.
He's a really nice guy.
So he's a much more of a candidate, I think, than Bernard or DeFazio.
Okay, if you line them all up, he's probably the one out of those three. I'll take him, yeah. He's more likely than Bernard and Joey.
If somebody... See, here's the way you have to determine. If somebody came in and mowed down about half the people at the radio station, how many people work? About 100, something like that?
Yeah.
Whatever. Who would it most surprise you? Now, it wouldn't surprise you. I'm not speaking for you, but it wouldn't surprise me if it were Joey DeFazio. I don't think he would, or Bernard for that matter.
You wouldn't be totally shocked, in other words.
But who would you be totally shocked by?
Michelle. Lori McNichol.
Yeah, Lori McNichol.
Yeah, that's a good
That would be a surprise.
That would be a surprise. That's the deal.
Johnny Minko, Coach Minko?
I would be shocked if Chernoff did it.
Chernoff?
Yeah.
I would be pretty shocked.
All right.
Yeah.
He's very stable.
Yeah.
Good family man.
He wouldn't go
Lee
like that.
Davis? I could see him doing that.
I could see him doing
He
it.
would know how to load a gun.
I wouldn't be shocked by him.
Lee's not the
Our general manager.
brightest bulb in the lamp. I mean,
Could see something happening, just a bad day and just that final straw kind of thing.
Question is, who's the first most likely to get it here at the radio station? I don't think we need to have a conversation about that.
well, it certainly wouldn't be me.
No,
No,
of course not.
No. Be
Why would it be me?
Not the I-Man. The,
Well, who would be your top candidate
Francesa.
to get it? Who do you think would be the first guy to get it?
yeah.
The first guy to get it.
Yeah.
just when you walk in
Besides you.
and you notice this blood splattered all over the place, who's the first body as you walk in? And
I would
open the
think
door of the
probably
lobby?
Francesa. Who would you think?
He might be up there. He'd be up there, that's for
I
sure.
guess so.
He's up there.
That's probably a pretty
Well,
good choice.
people don't dislike me here. Who dislikes me here, other than people I don't talk to? But to people I don't talk to, people who've screwed me or done something to me. Everybody else, I have a
wonderful relationship.
I have a good relationship with everybody.
Warm.
That's true.
I don't talk to people who've done something to me. I just don't speak to them anymore, ever. I don't do anything to them either, by the way.
Well, no, you don't speak to anybody, actually.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, nobody's allowed to make eye contact. Those are the rules.
That's a
Virgin
joke.
eyes don't say hello.
That's not true. That's a lie.
Well, they don't know it's a joke. They're frightened.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, in the morning, they're not supposed to talk to me when I come in the newsroom because
Right.
I don't want to have any conversation.
Oh, that's true.
At 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning to talk to
Who's interested in hello, how are you?
nitwits in the newsroom. I don't want to warn her, turn around. Hey, how you doing, I man?
This is not Starbucks.
No.
Who needs a
Try to-
stinking good morning?
No, I don't need any of that.
And for God's sake, have a nice day.
Later on in the morning, if you want to, you say, well, what's going on? Well,
Sure, wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, come
But,
on in.
so who would you pick, Lou, to be the number one person to get it here at the station?
There's a few candidates.
Well, name somebody.
I'd say you'd have to be up there.
Why me? Okay, let me tell you something, you bastard. See, now this pisses me off. Okay,
Oh, here we go.
So now the big Christmas bonus. I don't have to give. The company can give Christmas bonuses.
That's
I
true.
don't have to, or other things I do.
No, Mike-
That's over.
My candidate is
No,
Mike,
that
is
has
Francesa.
ended now. It saves me thousands of dollars, and I don't have to deal with it.
I didn't say that
No.
I would take.
No.
Okay.
Why would people dislike me?
I didn't say you were the top guy either.
Well, who is the top guy?
I'd say there's a number. I'd say people like Francesa, Benigno. It could be up there too. Somebody could just walk in here and one of his opinions and start.
Now I am going to be a prick. Now I am going to be a prick. I'll show you how a prick.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Not out of here, huh?
Irritating. Which is about half of these losers at this radio station wouldn't have a job if it weren't for me.
It wouldn't be a radio station if it weren't for the I-Man. Come on.
No, close this thing down.
God. What a nightmare. Now I'm irritated.
Let me think.
Oh, all right.
Who else, Lou?
Mike is the top guy.
All right.
Benigno.
Chernoff, the management.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he's a
So I
good,
was gonna
good
say,
candidate.
How about Eric Spitz?
He gets along with everybody. Actually. Yeah.
Lee Davis.
Oh.
Can't think of anyone else in the newsroom necessarily.
All of those salespeople are scum.
God, somebody would go through the cubicles up there, just
what a bunch of
popping them one at a time.
What a bunch of losers. God.
Look like Dog Day afternoon.
Jeez, job requirement.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Imus in the morning.
33 minutes, former.
My fellow Americans, I'm here this morning to speak about an issue of grave concern to us all. Not national security, or the crisis in the Middle East, or even the volatile instability of the stock market. I'm talking about something much more serious and immediate. The slow, painful mental degeneration of John Donald Imus in the morning. As the past few weeks of programs have all too vividly displayed, the I-Man has finally lost his mind. Something is just not right with the grouchy, cantankerous, world-class prick we've all come to know and hate. The first signs of the intellectual and psychological decline manifested themselves in his obsession with a local New Mexico radio station, KBAC, Radio Free Santa Fe, and his disturbingly inappropriate enthusiasm for its host, Luther Shortpants Watts. Imus spoke of Short Pants with such ardor that even the most casual listener would not find it surprising if the two DJs announced they were engaged and had registered their choice of China pattern. Then it was Imus's new self-appointed role as the PR director for the country supergroup, the Flatlanders. As he promoted those goober folkies with such a passion, one suspected Imus had a crush on Joe Ely that rivaled Brian Epstein's on John Lennon. But I really knew the I-Man had finally dropped off the deep end and needed to be fitted for a new kind of Joseph Abboud jacket, one with real long sleeves and buckles on the end of them, when he recently stated that he would like to invite my wife, Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton, to be a guest on his program. Well, why not just ask Jesus? Because to be honest with you, Imus would have a better chance of getting the Son of God on his show than Hillary. In fact, the only way you'll ever see her make an appearance in Imus in the morning would be after the Lord's second coming, which, of course, would indicate the end of the world would be happening just after the next stop set. Over the years, both on air and in person, as she was seated no more than 5 feet from his spindly frame, this man has made hideous comments about everything from her piano legs, to her haircut, to her brothers being sideshow attractions, to how she looks in a pantsuit. The quote, I believe, was, "Honey, not with that ass." Hillary would rather have hot tea at Harrods with Monica Lewinsky than appear with Imus. She'd rather shave Ted Kennedy's back hair than be a guest on the I-Man's program. Why, she'd rather have sex with me. Hyperbole aside, there is one scenario that would include a Hillary appearance on Imus in the morning. One way you could ensure that she'd do the program so fast that it'd make your head spin. And that's the one where Hillary announces her candidacy for President of the United States. She'd be on Imus quicker than Rosie O'Donnell on a jelly donut. But, of course, that would also indicate the end of the world would be happening right after the next stop set.
Were unorthodox, and so it ain't no surprise. Now that she's working for Fox, she's got new Greta Van Susteren eyes covered the OJ trial. She overanalyzed, still has that crooked smile, but Greta's got new Van Susteren eyes. Aggravate you till she finally nauseates you, calculating, 'cause she knows just what it takes to get big ratings. Bags in her face have been reduced in size. Now she's got Greta Van Susteren eyes. You sure had a burden to prove you weren't a skank hoe. Now with them new nips and tucks, you really are a fox. Lucky Canuck female who over-dramatized. She runs around in a veil, but she's got Ashley Banfield eyes. She cut and dyed her hair to act as her disguise. But with those glasses she wears, she's still got them Ashley Banfield eyes.
be in Providence, Rhode Island on Friday?
That is the plan as of now.
Oh, we'll fly up. What's it?
It's a great idea.
Well, it's not like we have to go out to LaGuardia Airport, by the way.
Of course not. We're crying out loud.
But
we'll be fawned over on executive jet.
But I would go if I had to.
Yeah.
But
what a hero.
I'd rather pay $5,000 an hour.
That man goes on his private jet. Sticks middle finger at terrorists.
I'll show you, bastard.
Say?
You think I'm not going to fly?
Listen here, Punjab.
F you, Osama.
Imus in the morning.
I'm the I-Man, and I'm going forward with my normal life.
Yes.
Better not have white limos when we get to Providence, I'll tell you that, damn it. They'll be turning this damn plane around.